Marcelo Flores, the young Mexican-Canadian dual national, lacked to impress the Mexican coaching staff once again in a 0-0 draw between Guatemala in a friendly for Mexico, with a very young roster and a young lineup that Tata Martinez has been requested from the fans for some time, and he delivered with an average age of 23.5 in this team. But this team lacked to impress in quite a lot of areas, especially the young 18-year-old Arsenal midfielder in Marcelo Flores, which a lot of Canadians have their eyes on, because we all know what he did come out saying recently, coming out in the media saying, Canada also wants me, but I think that if Mexico calls me to the World Cup, I think that's where I want to be. And really, he's putting more pressure on himself than he truly needs at this moment in time. Because it is a very good Mexican side, but an aging Mexican side. And Tata Martino gave the youngsters a chance, gave them a match to play in against Guatemala. Really a very young, ill-experienced side. And Marcelo Flores did not do much to help himself in this 29 minutes. And he really didn't need to put this pressure on himself. And in this match, he was very cautious. He didn't try any risks. He was very wasn't exactly poor on the ball, or didn't exactly play poor. It was just surprising to see how cautious he was and how really shy he was on the ball. Because as an attacking midfielder, getting a chance to debut for Arsenal probably very soon before the end of the season and get his senior appearance, he needed to show something. He needed to break into this Mexico side, especially with the pressure he just put on himself, saying that if Mexico calls him up to the World Cup, yeah, but he might also get Canada calling him up to the World Cup. And this Mexican side and these Mexican fans have all been requesting to get these younger players in, to get these younger backups in to this aging Mexican side. And Martino did that. But these younger Mexican players didn't really do much to really push themselves up the depth chart even more than they have been. And of course, like I said, Canadian fans have a close eye on Marcelo Flores, and Canada wants to see Marcelo Flores playing well, but we also want to get him over Mexico. And he didn't do anything really to warrant a spot in the World Cup roster or to help boost his stock to get in this Mexico side, because these Mexico senior players are gasping a sigh of relief, as none of these players are really pushing themselves up the depth chart to put pressure on these fringe players on the World Cup roster already. And this is something that the fans were excited for, to get the younger players a chance to play and to get the younger players moving up the squad, moving up the roster. And especially the young 18-year-old attacking midfielder from Arsenal and Marcelo Flores, who Canadian fans are very excited to see, but hopefully pushing to play for Canada. And right now, it is so nip and tuck to see if he'll join Canada, see if he'll join Mexico. Mikel Arteta has been saying stuff in the media about it as well, saying stuff about Mexico and Canada, and it's going back and forth and back and forth. And fingers crossed he does join Canada, because he's putting extreme amount of pressure on himself, which is not needed for him to join Mexico. Because yes, it would be great to see him play for Mexico or Canada, especially Canada for myself, but he doesn't need to be coming out in the media and saying these things as an 18-year-old and saying, if Mexico calls me up to the World Cup, I'll go play for them. But really, you're going into a very good Mexico side who is going to the World Cup in a very tough group. Nobody gets promises to be on a World Cup side, besides maybe a Irving Lozano, a Raul Jimenez, and for Canada, Alphonso Davies and such on. No players are getting promises to be on a World Cup side. And the fact that he's coming out saying, if Mexico calls me up to the World Cup, I think that's where I want to be. It's not a good thing to be saying when you're going into a friendly where you only get 29 minutes, and Mexico needed a risk taker and a player willing to go and attack Guatemala, and he did not do that anywhere close and do it well. It is very interesting to see what Mexico's final decision is going to be eventually, but Mexico does have friendlies coming up, especially in June, the CONCACAF Nations League. We'll see what happens there for Marcelo Flores, but it's an interesting time between Marcelo Flores and Mexico and Canada. Guys, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Canadian fans, Mexico fans, do you think Marcelo Flores will end up with Canada or Mexico? Let me know in the comments down below and where you guys would like to see him play. Drop a comment, hit that like button, it means the absolute world to me, guys. And let's hit that sub button and get me closer to 1K. It means the absolute world to me, guys. And I'll see you guys for the next one. Peace.